Hi there, welcome to your Venus in retrograde pick a card. I thought it would be a great idea to do some pick a cards for Venus in retrograde, which is starting today, December 19th, and I think it's until January 29th. So Venus in retrograde tends to hint upon relationships, and that's not only romantic, it could be any relationship in your life, and cause you to look at it at a closer lens. So I have three piles here and three crystals. I want you to take 2-3 deep breaths in and out and ask your higher self or your guides or whatever you want to call your tuition to select the right pile for you. And also wanted to say that take these messages with a grain of salt. This is just only to confirmation of what you feel and some guidance. Remember, use discernment when receiving any pick a card readings and allow your intuition to guide you. And also you may get more than one pile, and that's okay. That means that there may be multiple messages from one pile and the next. And yeah, as you take your deep breath in, I'm going to show you the crystals and tune in with its energy and allow your intuition to choose the pile right for you. So the first pile we have is the rose quartz pile. Second pile is tiger's eye. And the third pile is Malachite. Okay, and let's get on with the readings. Hi there, pile 1. You chose rose quartz for this pick a card, and we're gonna get to your message for this Venus in retrograde. So the first card you have is the Two of Cups. So clearly this is going to be highlighting, this Venus in retrograde will be highlighting close relationships or connections. I'm hearing connections. And I also feel like this is related to your heart, what makes your heart happy. And I think connections truly help you feel fulfilled, maybe connecting with others. And this doesn't only mean romantic, but this could also mean just connecting with people that make your heart feel good. The reason I say that is because the Page of Cups here, you've been getting more intuitive hits, and I feel like just like intuitive pulls to connect with other people and just kind of broaden your relationships, connecting with others of like mind. But I also hear you may get some opportunities this Venus in retrograde to kind of connect more with others at a deeper level, kind of opening your heart chakra. And I feel like there's going to be opportunities in this Venus in retrograde just to deepen your connections and the connections that you would like from others around you. And this is going to be a great inspective look on your relationships, your close relationships, and the opportunity is going to arise this Venus in retrograde for you. The third card you got for the tarot is the Three of Cups. So clearly there is this opportunity to connect with community. Usually the Three of Cups for me stands for community, connection with others, having this togetherness. And I think this is really important to you. I feel like you will be learning more intuitively, maybe intuitive lessons or understandings, awareness to connect with others of like mind. It's kind of like finding people in your soul tribe that you feel connected to. I feel like this is a Venus in retrograde that's going to have you inspect who's around you, who do you feel you connect with deeply at a really deep level, who warms your heart. And this is not only romantic, this could be family, this could be friends, and so on. And I think you're really trying to create an atmosphere of togetherness and just deep connections. The guidance cards you got for this month is, well, not this month, Venus in retrograde, is Boar. I'm going to read what it says here. It says, face your problems head on with confidence and courage, and you will emerge victorious. So I feel like this is saying for some of you to step out of your shell. kind of step out of your shell and be more involved in the community, be more involved with others, maybe reach out to other people, create those bigger connections, because I think you have like a very close-knit group, maybe a small amount of friends. Maybe you feel like you want to connect more with others and you're kind of limited or maybe a little more introverted, and Spirit's telling you, especially your gut is telling you with the Page of Cups, to connect with others of like mind, connect with your community, open up yourself to other people. You know, it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to step out of your shell. It's okay to want to invite other people into your life. And I really feel like this is something that's been creeping up, this feeling of, I want to do more. I want to connect with others. I want to be around others of like mind. I want to connect, have deep, meaningful connections. And your Spirit's calling to it, especially with this Boar card. They're saying, don't be afraid. I don't know if you were afraid or you felt a little more protective of your circle, but there is good people out there, and there's people who vibe with you. There's definitely people out there. Don't be afraid and step out of your comfort zone. What's funny is the last card we have for guidance is Peacock. And it says here, let yourself stand out and be noticed. So clearly this is definitely Venus in retrograde is calling you to step out, to speak your voice, to be around others, I feel like also this is talking about expression, being more expressive with who you truly are. And I think people get scared to express themselves because they think others will not like it. But I think when you express yourself, you attract people that will vibe with what you like. And I think this fear that you're having, release it. I think this is going to be a moment of releasing this fear in Venus in retrograde and allowing yourself to step out of your shell, be who you truly are, and you will attract this community that you always wanted, that will support you, that will help you grow, that would be that support system that you always wanted. And yeah, it's going to be a beautiful time for you, especially in flourishing and transforming into who you want to be. And that is your message for pile 1. See you in the next one. Hi there, pile 2. You chose Tiger's Eye. And this is for your pick a card for Venus in retrograde. So let's get on to your reading. So the first card you got is the Empress. So clearly you're you must be either a grounded sign, earth sign, or your guides are telling you to ground more to the earth, be more surrounded by nature, especially this Venus in retrograde. I think it's something that helps you center and feel calm, especially with all these transits. And I'm hearing specifically for a lot of you, you're stepping into your divine feminine, and you're also birthing new ideas. There was a recent step into the divine feminine, or just nurturing who you are, just feeding into you, stepping into that energy. I feel like a lot of you are birthing, maybe you had a death moment and you're rebirthing yourself. Maybe you're transforming, but I do feel like you're stepping into this womb energy of creation. There's definitely a big sense of that here. The reason I also say that is because the second card you have is the Eight of Cups, and this is basically, like I mentioned, that a death moment had to happen recently, and you're learning to release. I feel like you're releasing a lot, and I think also the divine feminine represents a lot of emotional energy, deep emotional energy and release. And I feel like this is the process of the Venus in retrograde for you. A lot of emotions, a lot of purging, but it's going to be a purging that's very fluid, very profound. It's very meaningful to you. You had to step into your divine feminine to release. And release some emotions, release any ideas or self-limiting beliefs or patterns in order to finally step into your power and just embrace this beautiful energy in you. Along with this happening in the Venus in retrograde for you, I feel like this is going to prompt you, this release with the Eight of Cups, this movement forward and releasing old emotions. It's going to step you into a powerful, fiery energy to see the world in front of you. Your expansion will be greater. I really feel like that's happening for you. I feel like your eyes are being opened to a new world of possibilities. And I think this is a connection. Once again, the earth element here, earth element's very highlighted for you in this Venus in retrograde. So remember to ground your energy, be around nature if need be, if you're feeling a little too overwhelmed with this Eight of Cups. So use the earth to help you transmute and step into that new awareness and new beginnings. I really feel like that's happening after this Venus in retrograde. New beginnings and passions are going to be arising. So also for your guidance, you got the snow leopard. And I'm going to read what it says down here. It says here, take some time out of your usual life and spend time in solitude. So this could be also hinting like maybe if you get overwhelmed with emotions of release, spending time alone, spending time with nature, just spending time in solitude and connecting is very important. It's kind of similar to what I said with the Empress card. So nature is very important. Having moments to center is extremely important for you. I think it's going to help with any emotions that may be coming or purging of any kind. And this is necessary. This is happening for a reason. This purge is meant to happen. This release, this movement forward, this saying goodbye to old emotions and feelings is necessary for your growth. The last card you got is Walrus. And I'm going to read what it says down here. It says, remain vigilant about the current situation. Pay attention to signs and omens. Let them dictate your choices. So it's clearly saying being aware of your surroundings, being aware of what's happening around you, paying close attention and letting your inner voice guide. So if you're ever feeling overwhelmed in the process of this release that's happening for you in this Venus in retrograde, this Walrus card is telling you to hone in and spend time within and tap into that inner voice to guide you. If you don't know where the guidance is coming from, wait for a sign, listen for a feeling, an image, a sensation, and allow that to guide you. And that is what you're getting for this Venus in retrograde pile 2. See you in the next one. Bye. Hello there. If you chose pile 3, you chose the Malachite pile. Let's get on with your Venus in retrograde message. The first card you got is the Guru. Usually the Guru in this deck means the Hierophant. So this clearly Venus in retrograde, you'll be learning some lessons. I feel like this is maybe a teaching moment for you. I do feel like currently with the Ten of Swords, that you're going through a lot. Maybe you are currently feeling like there's a lot of overwhelming thoughts in your mind. You may feel a little lost in the mix with all this energy, this emotions. And I think it's because you are reflecting a lot on what makes you happy. And I think you're starting to realize that certain things in your life doesn't make you happy anymore. Especially with this Venus in retrograde, it will be highlighted. Like what truly makes you happy and have purpose in life and what doesn't. And I feel like for some of you, this may be like a tower, a crumbling moment where you start to realize what really fulfills you, what really makes you happy. And this is also in regards to close relationships and environments and connection with others. You're starting to see what works and what doesn't for you. And I think you may feel like, why is this happening to me? But it's not necessarily happening to you. It's happening for you. It's happening because there's something you need to learn from it, to step into this happiness, to choose to be happy, to allow your environment to reflect how you feel within. And sometimes that may be leaving some people behind or removing yourself from different environments, whether that's work, so on. Relationships can mean many things. So whatever is calling for you to do in terms of listening to this lesson, this teaching moment, be open to it because it's obviously for your highest and greatest good. Let's get on to your oracle message. You got the rattlesnake here. So obviously this is a shedding moment, a moment of shedding skin and just rebirthing, and also kind of like a cycle. Maybe this is the ending of a cycle for certain things in your life that you no longer resonate with, and you're trying to find your happiness. Let me just read what it says here, down here for you. It says, the experiences you are presently going through is an initiation into fulfilling your purpose as a healer. So clearly, what's happening to you is meant to happen so you can see what could work for you and what doesn't, and moving forward in a way that everything starts to feel completed, starts to feel more happier and more fulfilled for you. I think a lot of you are searching for just feeling that gratitude and happiness in every day, and sometimes this requires removing yourself from people, removing people or things out of your life. And it may be difficult for you during this Venus in retrograde, but I do see that this is going to be a new beginning, an ending of an old chapter, a new beginning of doing things to feed you. The last card you have is the Malachite card. And it says here, accept the situation as it is rather than fighting to change it. So clearly your guides are ringing a lot to say, look, do not fight what's happening, let it flow. I think many of you have asked for a change, asked to step into your power, to live your best life, your most healed life. And this requires breaking things away, maybe crumbling old foundations to make new sound foundations for your future. And don't feel like everything's happening to you, but it's happening for you. And your guides want you to understand that to not fight this change, to allow it to happen. And in the end, you will be far more happier than you realize, and much more aligned with the path that you want to go in the next coming weeks and into next year. And that is your message, Pile 3. Have a good one. Bye. So I hope you enjoyed these messages for the Venus in retrograde, and I hope it gave you guidance and understanding of how to move on forward. Just remember to take these messages with a grain of salt, and please comment down below if you love this pick-a-pile. I will do more like this. This is more of a short and sweet, quick little guidance for this Venus in retrograde. So please like, share, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye.